Hi guys, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about Luffy's costumes from the beginning of the series to the end. Also, this is going to be in Luffy's age order rather than chronological order from the beginning of the series. So first we have Luffy's shirt from chapter 1 with anchor written on it. This was an inside joke for Shanks's crew, as Luffy wanted to be a pirate, but he couldn't swim as a child. He nicknamed him Anchor because he would always sink, which is also quite useful considering the fact that he had a devil fruit, because it didn't really take too much away from him if he couldn't swim anyway. And he also has his new scar from when he stabbed himself under his left eye to prove himself to Shanks's crew that he was strong enough to become a pirate. Luffy is a child during his flashback involving Ace and Sabo with the t-shirt saying 56, which is his trademark number. He also did have various other shirts with, similar to this one with different designs, meaning like bold or brave and those sort of things. Luffy's outfit when he first decides to become king of the pirates and he sets off. This is just a sort of red coat with blue shorts, very minimalist. Next, there's Luffy wearing Nami's coat during the Drum Island arc. First of all, because it was cold, but also then he ripped off the right arm and used it to attach Chopper's flag back to the flagpole, and he was like, this flag can never be broken, or like a pirate's flag can never be broken. And this showed his loyalty to Chopper, and was one of the main reasons why Chopper agreed to join the Straw Hat crew. Then we have Luffy in his alabaster outfit. So this is a sort of typical desert robe, brown with like white circles, and a head covering to protect Luffy's face from the sun, and it certainly fits the desert look very well. Then we have Water Luffy, which Luffy developed while he was fighting against Crocodile, and this meant that Crocodile smashed the water drum that Luffy was holding, so he could no longer use water to make Crocodile wet enough for him to hit him. So he decided to drink all of it, and as he's made out of rubber, his body could stretch, so his stomach could hold it. However, his body was already sort of punctured, so some of the water came out. But it was definitely a good idea, and the closest thing we had at this point to Luffy's first gears. Then we have Afro Luffy, which although it was made out to be a joke from Usopp, like, this is the legendary afro, no one has ever lost with an afro, it did actually allow Luffy to beat Foxy, because Foxy was grossly cheating in their match, but there was a shard of mirror that got stuck in the afro, and Luffy was able to use that to reflect Foxy's slow photons back at him. And it also has a scroll on Crossbones on fire. I don't think this really has any connection to Ace at that time, as it was even before Ace had fought Blackbeard. It's just an interesting stylistic idea. Then we have Gear Second, and in the manga this was just the steam coming off Luffy, but in the animators made it slightly more interesting by adding a luminous pink around Luffy's body, and it also, with the steam, it shows how Luffy's blood is pumping so fast, it's starting to boil, even within his body. Then later on during the Water 7 arc, we got Gear Third Luffy, so Luffy inflating his bones, and on top of that we also got Midget Luffy, with the side effects that were then lost after the time skip. Then there's Luffy in his Galila outfit. So this is after CP9's been defeated in the destruction of enemy's lobby, towards the end of the Water 7 arc, where Luffy meets Garp, and this shows that he's made friends with the Galila shipwrights, and that they now trust him, and also iceberg was sheltering Luffy. Then we have Thriller Bark Luffy, and this time his coat is a sort of browny yellow type colour, whitish colour, is good to contrast with the darkness or relative darkness of Thriller Bark. And then we also have Luffy in a gold suit of armor, which was mainly just a comedic thing where Luffy was like, every guy wants to wear a suit of armor, he'll never understand it. And he eventually gets captured in it, but still, it looks cool. There's Luffy's, so Nightmare Luffy, which was when Lola and her crew put 100 shadows into Luffy, and that gave him incredible strength to take on Oars, and then later Gecko Moria, which is sort of odd considering how Gecko Moria had 1,000 shadows and Luffy had 100, and that Luffy was still able to beat him. And then there is Sabaody Luffy, and this one is interesting because well, he has a blue jacket now, but also on his arm is the treasure marker for Captain John's treasure, which was what Buggy was looking for the majority of the pre-time skip era. And I think Nami found this during Thriller Bark and then gave it to Luffy, because Captain John was also one of the zombies in Gecko Moria's General Zombie Division. And then Luffy used this to bargain with Buggy to make Buggy help him try to find Ace in Impel Down. Then on Amazon Lily, Luffy so when Luffy sent there by Kuma, one of Bo Hancock's subjects called like Marguerite, takes Luffy's coat and put loads of frills on it, which makes Luffy really sad, but then she takes them off. And then Luffy gets a yellow sort of waistcoat thing, a yellow coat for Impel Down and the Impel Down and Marineford arcs. And then at the end of Marineford, just before Luffy's flashback, he's all his top half of his body is just covered in bandages from all his wounds from Marineford, which had all been applied by Law, who had managed to save him. And then New World Luffy, so Luffy has a scar on his chest that Akainu gave him, and this is very similar to Luffy's beginning outfit, except for his coat is a little bit more frilly, and he also has a yellow sash. Then on Punk Hazard, Luffy had a striped coat that he stole from one of Brownbeard's members. In Dressrosa, Luffy is wearing a summer holiday, so generic top, which goes with Dressrosa because Dressrosa is based on a part of Spain. It's like the archetypal shirt that you would guess someone to be wearing when they go on summer holidays. Then there's also Luffy at the Colosseum with the helmet, his golden helmet, and a cloak, and he's still wearing his beard for disguise. Gear 4th Luffy, so there's Luffy's obviously a lot larger with all his muscles inflated, and there's Haki, which is mainly for design, around his arms and legs, and a little bit of Haki around his chest, just for more interesting design. And then in Topland, Luffy has so another mode of Gear 4th, which is Fire Tank Luffy. So his entire lower stomach is covered in armament Haki, with some flame designs at the top, towards the top, and again the arms are covered in Haki, and the steam is flowing around Luffy. Then there is Wedding Luffy, so when Luffy was getting ready for this assassination attempt on Big Mom, he's got a smarter hat over his covering his straw hat, and a red outfit. And then there's Gear 4 Snake Man Luffy, which is a much more compact version of Gear 4 Bounce Man. Again, along with the other Gear 4 versions, the arms and legs are both covered in armament haki with a few runic symbols around the upper chest. And then Wano Luffy in a kimono, also holding Tetsu II, which he didn't really use of throwing the scabbard at a few of Kaido's henchmen, but was just, and as Luffy stated, was just sort of to look cool. And then we have Luffy's Beast Pirates outfit with the red cloak and horns, and which Kinemon gave Luffy. And then finally we have Luffy's raid outfit, raid on Onigashima outfit, with a Luffy standard New World outfit, but with a black cloak, which looks a lot like the sort of marine cloaks that people like the admirals and vice admirals all wear. So this shows how Luffy sort of becomes strong enough to be recognized as a superior pirate like the Emperor's, and therefore has the sort of naval cloak. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye.